is a matter of opinion, so I totally understand. Like, so what you telling me that if I choose to not have this baby, like if I choose like I don't want to have a baby. Oh hey yeah, I do have collectibles missing, but they haven't shown up yet.
All I need is your body.
I would say Bump and Grind is probably like one of my least favorite, like very extremely popular R&B songs.
Actually,
Another song is this the one where we stop this nonsense? We get tired of this already.
No,
Another song. No. Let's get rid of this shit on the goddamn map. Like this is starting to really annoy the fuck out of me. Like the fun is like completely gone from it now.
But that's how we get the kills.
No, there's a better place to do it. Like it's a completely better, like it's like 1,000 times better. Like that will come in like a larger, fucking like by any means. If you want to get the goddamn wardens, it's gonna be the same goddamn process. Just start wreaking havoc, and they'll just show up. It's not any easier. Like flat, it's just not. It feels easier. It's not. It's like, and these are like only like for enemy kills. Like the harder shit requires aliens specifically, and these aren't aliens.
you're a little hard on the beaver. So was that Casper Wally?
Wally and shut the fuck up, Jamal. I'll cut your goddamn ball sack. Just enough to make it bleed. No, it's that fucking song by Al Green. No, Marvin Gaye, not Al Green. I'm sorry. Marvin, what's that fucking song by Marvin Gaye?
What song?
Ah, fuck it, do it again. What is it? What the fuck is this? Sexual healing. What's this co-op mission nonsense?
When I get that feeling.
Yeah, I'm so fucking tired of that song. Like, I do not like that song. Like, I don't. And the thing is, like, it's not, okay, I don't dislike it because it's a shitty song. I just don't like it. Like, I don't like that song. It's one of those songs, like, it comes off as, like, the quintessential, oh, no, this is, like, totally, like, this is, like, the quintessential, like, getting in the mood. No, the fuck it's not. This is not the quintessential getting in the mood song. It's like the quintessential getting in the mood song if you have no fucking, no sense of, like, originality or anything like that. It's like, so the song's fucking, like, lame as fuck. It's just everybody likes it. Like, and everybody doesn't like it. If y'all in a homie, yeah, you do. No, you didn't. Just huck him into the sky. Like, it is, like, I'm not saying you ain't, like, I understand that people feel like, well, when somebody says that, Mark, throw Sid into the sky. I've done this. This is your shit. Like, when you say you don't like something that somebody else likes, they look at it like, well, how come you don't like it? It's like, I just fucking don't. You cock meat. Like, I just don't like it. I'm like, well, why don't you like it? Cause it's not as good as you want it to be. Like, if I'm being, like, completely honest, it's genuinely just not as good as you want it to be. And, like, I can't, like, say anything better than that. Like, it's just not that good. It's used so much in everything that it's like there are songs I like that are like that for sure. Like hip-hop songs that I like that are like that. Like Till I Collapse was one of those songs. Until like apparently people discovered Till I Collapse. And I was like, alright, like theme songs can get overused. But much like with Rick and Morty. I like Rick and Morty, but I still don't think I like Rick and Morty right. Cause like Rick and Morty does not make my butthole like flinch. And I feel like that's what you're supposed to feel when you watch Rick and Morty. Like you're supposed to just like bow down and accept Rick and Morty as your new Lord and Savior. And I'm like, no. It's like, I ain't gonna front, like Rick and Morty is fun to watch. But Rick and Morty isn't like much better than, like as far as like the way it's written and the way it's like animated. It's not much better than your typical like fucking Family Guy or like American Dad. Like Rick and Morty comes off as like, it's dumb, but in a really smart way. And the people who watch Rick and Morty come off as dumb in a really dumb way.
People, God, people fucking idolize Rick.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like I suck at liking Rick and Morty, because I can't be like, oh yeah, fucking, like. It's like how you said, like, the Smash Bros. Community makes you hate Smash Bros.
Yep.
And me and Mark, we like Smash Bros. Like a lot. We really do like Smash Bros. But I think we don't. I don't think we like any. I don't think I like anything enough to become a part of its community. Like, I'm not a part of the FGC because I don't play enough fighting games. I like God of War, and that's about it. Like if somebody tells me God of War sucks, I'm like, why does it suck? I was like, because it's dumb. All right, like, well, then you're just stupid. I was like, but if you tell me, like, why is God of War, like, God of War sucks because it's not the only game like it that does that, and it's not even the best one that does that. Like, name another game that does what God of War does. Here's one. All right, I'll play that. Like, you're right. This is actually a little bit more fun. Like, the combat is a little bit more fluid, and like it's not as like pretentious with its fucking puzzles and shit. Like, all right, it comes down to a matter of, okay, well, that's done. I don't know what buttons do in this game. I forgot that quickly.
It's like I would say that not only you, and I'm not just including you when I say this, but a lot of people compare games that have combat like Arkham to Arkham.
That's because, like, there's only 2 games that do that, and it's the Arkham series and, like, it's Assassin's Creed. There's like very few games that.
And Shadow Mordor.
Oh yeah, yeah, because that was one of the reasons I didn't want to play Shadow of Mordor. When I first played it, I was like, I don't like this. I was like, this is just annoying as fuck to me. And I had just finished Arkham Knight, and like it was like, well, that's how come you don't like this? Like, it's just Arkham Knight. It's just more of the Arkham series. And the fucking thing is, it's not exactly Arkham, but it's almost exactly fucking. Almost the Saints Row. It's almost like just Assassin's Creed, because the combat is a little bit more fluid, and it's not as stiff. But the thing is, like, Arkham's stiff combat is what makes Arkham good. Is like that's because it's designed, because it's almost cinematic. Like its fighting system is almost cinematic, and like when it comes down to it, like keep in mind, like Assassin's Creed came first. Arkham made it a little bit better, but then what's the name of the fucking shit? Shadow of Mordor came after both of those, so it didn't have a snowball chance in the great beyond that to actually win.
The bad thing with that is like, yeah, those are 3 games that are completely different.
That are all the same. They're all they're the same enough.
Those are 3 games that have the same playstyle, but they're different enough in their stories.
I was like, well, that doesn't count then, because it's like saying, well, I've seen Friday the 13th, so I've basically seen Saw, because they're both horror films. It's like, no.
No,
not at all.
That's not what I was saying. That's not what I was saying.
But that's how like the average person would take what you're saying, though. Like, that's how, because you're saying, like, they play the same, so they are the same. That's not what I'm saying. Because, like, the selling point for all of these is the story. And if you don't like mythology, you're gonna hate Arkham, the fucking God of War. If you hate comic books, first off, you're boring. Second of all, you're gonna hate Arkham. And if you don't like history, you're gonna hate the fucking shit. My brain is fried. Assassin's Creed, yeah. And I like all 3. Like, I do. But the problem I had with Assassin's Creed is I started with Black Flag, and it apparently wasn't the best way to go.
Oh no. I was about to say, when you said that the gameplay is like Arkham, but Arkham was better, I was like, this is played a really shitty Assassin's Creed. So when you said Black Flag, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
I was like, and like it is like I will say, like, the Arkham playstyle is, it's more desirable because it feels a bit more like deliberate. Like, and that's just how I feel about it. It's a bit more deliberate. It has free flow combat, so it's not on that. Well, you just mash the button, like that's how you. No, that's not how you fight. Like, don't let anybody tell you you can just mash the button in the Arkham games. There's punching when you deliberately need to punch, and then there's punching when you don't. And like, if you don't do that when you need to punch, you're gonna fail miserably, like every single fucking time.
Same way with Assassin's Creed, like you can run up to a guard, you know, y'all are dueling out, you know, you block. No, I said Arkham. I meant to say Assassin's Creed. It's the same way, but
You did say Assassin's Creed.
Oh shit. The only things I say, like they play the same, even down to the counters.
Oh, this
like,
is terrible.
You get that little triangle or little sense, or actually in Assassin's Creed, the longer you play it, it gets rid of the triangles. So you pretty much you have to see someone swinging it. Like where the camera sits at when you're fighting in the crowd, you have to see that person coming towards you and then do something. Unlike Shadow Mordor, they kept the, no matter what difficulty, it kept the little triangle above your head to let you know somebody was about to hit you.
I'm about to say that depends on which Arkham you're playing, because not all Arkham games have difficulty. Like it holds your hand a lot less as you play on higher difficulties. Like it won't tell you like when you need to counter. Like
yeah,
at
Assassin's
all.
Creed only does that like in the first tutorials and missions, but after that, like, no matter what difficulty, it doesn't have it anymore.
Well, I feel like that's also like the thing about Assassin's Creed. It's a lot less. It's a lot more forgiving than the Arkham series. It's like it just kind of is when in its combat. It's a little bit more forgiving. Like because it never feels to be like this point. And there always feels like a point in the Arkham series where I can't go into this fight and fight the way I want to fight. I have to fight the way the game wants me to fight. And like that, like with Shadow of Mordor, and especially with Assassin's Creed, you have a little bit more free range to fight the way you want to fight, which is good.
You know what I would say would be the reasoning for that is the guns. I feel like Assassin's Creed didn't go to a point where they got too far into the future because they would run into that same problem. Like Batman, I feel like you have that problem because of the weapons that the weapons that they can fight with. Like yeah, there's guns. Like Batman doesn't carry weapons in a sense, so he's not blocking a bat with a sword. He's trying to dodge the bat being swung at him. And that has a lot to do with the fact of the way the character is and the time set. Like Assassin's Creed at any point in time, like they never went far enough in the future where there was automatic weapons. Like there was guns, but they were slow. And if you got into a crowd and there was a couple of riflemen there, you did get fucked. So I'm gonna say that that's not just a problem with Arkham. It's not a problem. It made the combat more fun because you have to figure your way out around the automatic fire or the sniper rifles.
So what the fuck was that about, Phil?
It's because we were like behind a barricade. We couldn't do the thing.
Oh. Hell. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh, the game is doing stuff. Oh, the game is doing stuff.
But anyway, the point I was trying to make was
Let's see what I can do now. Sure.
You suck, basically.
I forgot the point I was trying to make.
I'm about to say I would have said that no matter what he was saying.
So what's my new party trick? Fire.
It's like it's the same. Like by all means, you can like, but it's different. It's different enough in your opinion. That's fine. But to an outsider, if it doesn't stand out enough, it just doesn't stand out enough, and that's really what it comes down to. And like I'd say, like the Arkham series, and the Assassin's Creed series, and Assassin series, and the Shadow series, like doesn't stand out from each other enough to say that they're very, very different. Like by all means, like I could tell you, like, oh yeah, Mario Kart is Mario Kart, and fucking Mario Kart's Mario Kart, and Little Big Planet Karting is Little Big Planet Karting. I was like, yeah, but they're pretty much the same. Well, how are they the same? Well, they're the same because they're karting games, and they're good. That's the answer. Like they're good, and they're like, that's all there is to it. No matter what, no matter how you look at it, they're both good karting games, and karting isn't real racing, so it has like this. You can do it wrong. Oh, I'm level 50. When did I become level 50? Just now, I guess is the answer.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with games having the same.
No, I don't think there is at all. Like, I know, like, to be fair, there's no fucking way that you can have as many games that exist and none of them copy each other. It'd be impossible. But
no, I'm saying, I think I'm saying, like, I wouldn't say that you would say this, but like, people would have a problem with the game. Like, oh man, this feels too much like Arkham. Like, well, that means you already have a leg up on how to play it. So you get to
well, then don't play it. Fuck.
Like, I feel like at that point, like, now you get to enjoy the story because you're not worried about learning gameplay. You get to sit there
and I'll say, by all means, the gameplay, the story does. You like the story, don't play the game. I feel that should be the case with every fucking game that you ever play. If you do not like, they want you to set a new ability, a new element to each of your upgrades, and I think you have to do it from the.
Like, I would say that Just Cause 4 or Just Cause 3, in a sense, kind of plays like Grand Theft Auto. Not necessarily probably 5, but a Grand Theft Auto game.
And a game where you can go around stealing cars. Yeah, it's gonna immediately be compared to like Grand Theft Auto, and that's not necessarily a problem. It's just the reality of the situation. Like? There aren't many games that did what Grand Theft Auto did before Grand Theft Auto did it. There are games that came along and did it better. Like, I'd say, like, Saints Row is...
I was about to say Saints Row is one of those games that, like, started off kind of being exactly like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and then it realized, like, okay, this isn't the way to go. Like, they don't, like, no one's... Like, and that's the thing, I think there are people who are so pretentious that they want a game that's a copy of a game that they're already playing. Like, they want that. Also, the reason I wanted to end that other thing is because the Golden Seeds weren't showing up, and I wanted to get them out of the way.
Because if I remember the first Saints Row correctly, wasn't it? It was literally Grand Theft Auto, but like with black areas.
Well, not necessarily that, because it was an RPG. You could, if I'm not mistaken, like in the first Saints Row, you could be. It was an RPG. You could be who you wanted to be.
Well, yeah. But like the only thing was like, oh yeah, there's purple. I felt like it was marketed to black people. Is the best way to say that. Like,
kind of, well. Just like Saints Row was marketed to black people.
Yeah, it was like Grand Theft Auto, but more gangster.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, they're gangs, but the problem is, the majority of people think gangsters are black, and fail to realize that the mafia is a gang. The mob is a gang. The triads are a gang. The Yakuza are a gang. He was like, no, but gangsters are Negroes though, right? Sure, madam. Whatever makes your cock wet.
I know a lot of things make my cock wet.
Oh, God. I don't know why you thought that was necessary.
I don't know. Sometimes I gotta be me, man. And when me calls, I answer.
You're a disgusting piece of shit.
Thank you.
Now watch and learn, Navi. You're a stupid piece of shit. Again, and get your pig ass over here and try me. Just ignore the burning housecake. That's what I was about to say. Just ignore the burning housecake that's collapsing in behind me.
Housecake.
Like, hey, and a bigger battle is here.
What's going on?
I wonder why Overwatch got as popular as it
It's good.
Well, yes, I
Oh,
understand.
I
It's a
already got.
good game.
I already got that. All right, that's probably good.
I understand it's a good game, but like it got. Yeah,
It's
I guess I
good.
don't.
Is that like you don't have to like.
It's a lot of the
don't
same
really care
reasons
for
that
Overwatch.
Team Fortress 2 got really popular. It had like wacky
Yeah.
characters, and it's a first-person shooter that's team-based. Like that's all
Yeah.
that people need.
Okay, here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't give a fuck who I offend, because that's who I am as a man. Like people can tell me I'm wrong, so why don't I get to say what I want to say, right? That's how I'm looking at this. You have fucking something like GTA, and it has like set characters, set scripts. It takes itself seriously while being very dumb. Then you have Saints Row, which is basically GTA for twats. Like I feel like, yeah, like that is kind of, it's not Grand Theft, it's not a Call of Duty, but in a really weird sense, it's Call of Duty for twats. Because there's not another game that's Call of Duty, but fun, which is a really fucked up thing. Like, it's like Call of Duty, but fun. It's like, yeah, there are plenty of games that are a lot like. There aren't many games that are like Overwatch, and like the thing about Overwatch is it's designed for people who aren't good at it. It's really weird, but it's kind of designed for people who aren't good at it, because you don't have to. You walk into Overwatch day one, that's all. That's it. Day one is all of Overwatch. Your character is never gonna get new abilities. It's never gonna get like unlockable like weapons. It's always gonna be that character. So if you feel like, well, I can't play as this character, there is no getting better with them. It's kind of like a fighting game. Like it's like the true definition of a fighting game, but a first-person shooter. Like you don't get to unlock a move for Ken that, oh, like this makes his Hadouken like 15% more stronger. No, it doesn't. His fucking Hadouken is after his Hadouken. Like if you can't run on the wall as fucking Blackie McDreadlocks and get a bunch of kills, like you're never gonna be able to do it if you don't just learn how to do it. There's not gonna be like, oh, here's the sticky shoe upgrades where he can just stand on the wall and shoot enemies all day long. Like no, that's not gonna happen. Like ever. That's not. This is a very long mission, by the way. And there's no way to like speed through it.
And then there's Injustice.
Injustice is just
Injustice 2.
it's Injustice 1 and 2. It's
Mortal
literally-
Kombat for people who want to play comic book
Yeah.
characters.
Man, I was gonna say that, but I thought that would be wrong. But thank you for being white and saying that. So he's immediately right. Yes, it's literally that. It's Mortal Kombat for people who like DC. The end. No more, no less. That's all the
That's
fuck
not
it
what I was
is.
getting at.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
What I
That's
was
really
getting
all
at
it
is
is.
The gear upgrades. Like when you say, oh,
Oh,
man, like, I'll never learn how to
Yeah.
play this character. Wait, here's
That's
the same
just loot
Superman that makes
boxes.
it.
That's just them wanting to sell loot boxes. If I'm being honest.
Also, that's what makes Overwatch better than any game that copies Overwatch. Overwatch doesn't give you shit that makes you better. It just doesn't. Overwatch does not give you things that make you better.
It's all
Overwatch
cosmetics,
flat
and you
out
don't have to
gives-
pay for it.
It's all cosmetic, and you don't have to pay for any of it. Just fucking play the game. You know what? You know what that reminds me of? Fucking video games. Because that's how a video game is supposed to be. I shouldn't have to spend more real money on shit that that's already programmed and like developed. Like I shouldn't have to.
You didn't have to buy the loot boxes. You just had to play the game for them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No, that's fine. That's fine. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to like in certain games, like that's what loot boxes are. Loot boxes. Yeah.
Well, no, I get what you're saying, but I guess I was thinking back to Mortal Kombat. Like those loot boxes, you didn't have to pay for.
You don't have to, but here's the thing: you can buy them.
See, I think that's just for the
use
shitty, lazy gamers that like
what?
call
But no,
themselves
that's
gamers.
well,
but
that's
they're not.
why people. But the thing is, they're okay. The lame ass excuse they have for that isn't completely lame, because it is like, well, I want to play the game, but I have a 9-to-5 job, and I don't really have time to play it, and I don't have time to like. Basically, the game will take too long for me to enjoy it. Is what it comes down to for them, and they're not wrong. They're really not wrong. And like, so for them, it's like, well, we want them to have the opportunity to play the game.
Because when they get
like
on, they're
everybody
like,
else.
all these people have all this shit that I don't have. Like,
Yeah,
what's the point?
Because to be fair, it comes down to, well, the people who are either good or have no lives have a leg up on you, and that's not fair. Like, so basically, you're being punished because you have a actual life to live. And, you know, you have to go to work and be a dad or like be a husband or some shit. But check it out.
But I would be okay with that if they didn't get shit that was better than the shit I can get at the game regardless. Like when.
But and that's why people have a problem with loot boxes, because it's completely unfair. Like that's not like, we're not debating that in the slightest. I think loot boxes are complete ass. It's like,
Oh yeah.
because
Like,
the thing is, here's the thing though, they're paying for it. You're not. So they should get the better shit. All right, I'm gonna take out shit.
No, if I could, if that was the reason.
I was trying to tell you, I take out the guy on the left, you take out the guy on the right, so we could do this proper.
No, I'm sorry.
But that opportunity.
My bad. And the company wanted to make it fair, then yeah, it should be something I could grind for in the game, or I could buy it. That's why I like Warframe so much, because that's how that fucking game works. It's either you can grind for it or you can buy it.
Whereas in most games,
I mean,
it would be, you can either grind for it or you can buy a chance to get it.
Not have it.
Because that's what it is. You're buying a chance to get it.
This is why I didn't want to like fuck this up, because they make you do this all the way over every single time you fail, which in and of itself might be a shot, might be a joke on Metal Gear Solid.
Like when I pre-ordered Mortal Kombat, I think it was like, if you pre-order, you get Goro, and like if that was a thing, if that's what y'all want to do, then fine. But Goro shouldn't have been accessible later.
Why not?
And then you come out with the XL package, which made me pre-ordering that game fucking worthless. I should have just like, at that point.
I ain't gonna lie, that was on you.
No, I'm saying,
Because
like,
the thing is, when you pre-order, no, what I'm saying is, first off, me and Pip had this conversation last night. I was like, what the fuck is the point of pre-order? Like, I think pre-order is stupid as shit. Like, unless they're like, hey, pre-order the game and get a fucking hand job from the director. It's like, okay, like, I'll do that. But ultimately, like, if you pre-order a game, it's like, well, you pre-order it and you get to play as this character early. I don't necessarily feel like it matters. And here's why. Because you're really just getting stuff earlier than everybody, but you're not getting stuff other people can't get. And you're only paying, like, retail price for the game. It, like, because, like, I paid $90 for God of War. You ready?
Yeah.
Mark, alright, go.
And see, the way I understand pre-order and the way I was completely fine with it is that when I go to the store, I don't have to.
This happened.
I wouldn't say I don't have to wait in line, but like if I'm in line, I don't have to go there and be like, okay, like yeah, just give me my copy and I can leave. Like, you know, I don't have to sit there
This
waiting to
happens
pay,
so
like
much.
for shit's paid for. It's like where you can do like pick up groceries and shit. Where like the only thing you have to do, like they'll go in there and do your grocery shopping. You just go in there and pick up your groceries. It's essentially that. Like
I feel like I still feel like that's one of those, like, I'm entitled, like, make my life easy. It's like, I don't really fucking care, because the majority of people still like the majority of a lot of people buy games digitally, and if you're pre-ordering a digital game, you're a moron. Because basically, because you're basically telling someone, hold on to my money because I'm irresponsible. Because if I hold this, oh boy, I'm gonna spend it. I was like, really?
I mean, unless you're a YouTuber, I think there's really no point, because that's literally the only reason you'd want to, is so you could play the game as soon as possible.
Make sure you have it. And even then, like, the day it comes out, like, if you can't, well, what I'm saying, if you don't, like, get a pre-install, like, I think it's pointless. Like, when I say a pre-install, I feel like if you, like a Nintendo Switch, if you pre-order a game on the Switch, it'll let you pre-install the game. Like, the day that everything will be on your system, and when the game comes out, it'll just automatically work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought y'all were talking
I
about
think
pre-order
that.
in general. I was about to say,
Well,
like, not like, what if you have a busy schedule and you can't get to the, let's say you can't get to the GameStop the day it comes out. And
Well, that's if you were looking
no,
for a physical copy. And I still
like
feel like, whatever.
like there's certain games
I mean,
that I want.
I can't.
Like, you understand? Like there's games that you want.
I want a physical copy of it. Yeah.
And you like let's say they sell out because it's a really popular game. Like it's fucking happening. At that point, they can sell out, but your copy would still be there. They like your money being now pre-ordering is assured the fact that even if you sell out, my copy better fucking be here.
But I still feel like games are like so many games are bought digitally now. I don't even think that's a possibility. Like I genuinely don't feel like that's a thing that's gonna happen anymore. So, like people are not gonna they're not gonna run out of copies. And I'll guarantee you, like in most cases, you go to a store and be like, "Hey, do you have a copy of this?" Like, "No, sorry, we don't." Yeah, they do. And I'll never forget this fucking story where this lady said, like, mind you, the story might be completely false, but it sounds real, so I'm gonna tell you now a story that I heard. It's like a lady was gonna buy a game for her husband, and she was like, he really wants this game. So I went to GameStop and I was like, hey, can I get a copy of this? He's like, oh, do you have a pre-order code? It was like, no, I don't. It was like, oh, sorry, well, we don't have any like right now. So it was like, and she could see copies of the game. She's like, well, give me one of those. Like, I'm sorry, those are reserved for pre-orders. And she was like, okay, like feeling completely annoyed by it. So she went, she left. Hold on, it's not over. So she left, sat in the parking lot, got on her phone, went onto their website, and like it bought a copy. And then it was like, you can go pick it up in like 20 minutes. And then she just went back and picked it up. Like, by all means, call it what you want to.
I was
like
it's a shitty GameStop employee, but like,
I was like, dude, the majority of people who have stories on GameStop are like, GameStop's just awful.
That's
like,
why
it's
I don't
just
give
a
my
terrible
money to
place.
GameStop whenever I have the option.
Like, just understand that. Like, I get mine? I think I did get mine from GameStop. I did.
You did.
I did pre-order God of War from
your
GameStop.
stuff,
Yeah, I got myself from GameStop. And the only reason I got it from there is because one, it was like the cheapest. It was like the only place that was like allowing me to pre-order the damn game, and it was so close that they sent it like really, really quickly. So I was like, good enough. But had Target had a pre-order up out of what the fuck? I'd have got it from Target because like as it stands, like all my game stuff I buy from Target if I can, because Target just flat out they're right down the road and they send shit like in 3 days. Like I order it 3 days later, it's here. It's fantastic. You can do whatever you want to. If you want to pre-order games, pre-order them digitally, pre-order them physically. Like, it is what it is. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to feel like, oh, because my friend does it. No, if Mark was like, I'm going to pre-order this digital copy of this game, Mark, you're a retard. I pre-ordered a digital copy of NBA Playgrounds 2 for PS4. But then you're a retard? No, because it was on sale.
Again, the last two games I can remember pre-ordering is Undertale
and they canceled it, so there's that.
And Fallout 4. Those are the last
But you
two.
can't. But it came with stuff. Is the point? You got stuff for it. So
like
it wasn't like, well,
stuff and whatnot for pre-ordering it. So.
And like I feel like, especially if you're gonna give me like oh, it's just at its regular price, but here's like a extra special thing. Like it's not expensive, but it's something more than you'd get if you bought the game standard.
And they both
like,
did do that whole like preload thing where I could play them as soon as they were released.
Yeah, I don't think pre-order shit. I just hate what they've done with pre-orders because again,
they try to make it worth your while, to say the very least. Like God of War, like have I? And it's the first game I've ever pre-ordered. And like with like my Strange Music stuff, like I pay a little bit more for the pre-order. But if I can get an autographed copy of the booklet, a T-shirt, and a sticker, like.
Speaking of, there's a summer sale at Strange right now.
Yeah, I know. But I'm broke right now, and I don't really want to. Like, I'm under $200 on my. Okay, I probably shouldn't tell people that, so I'm not gonna say that out loud. But I almost gave out some financial information, and that would have been stupid. And I've almost paid off my my PayPal debt, my PayPal credit. So I might just say fuck it, because I don't think there's anything I really, really want, which is probably a lie. I think I was gonna get like Jamal, you want anything from Strange Music? Want a light switch? You ain't getting it. Fuck off.
Because honestly, I feel like you bought everything from Strange Music at this point.
Dude, I have some of the Jamal. I am like, I've sucked so much Strange Music cock. You just have no idea. Like that whole, do you want a light switch? I literally have a Strange Music light switch cover. Like, I don't mean like no, it's on my wall. Like, it's actually on the light switch that can't, like, it's on my wall. It's a light switch cover that just says Strange Music with red snake and bat logo. Like, that's it. Like, why do you have this? I don't know.
I thought
like,
you were
they
actually
make
offering something. I'm like, oh man, let me look at the website.
I mean, there's stuff in you can get on there for like a couple of bucks. Like, there's really cheap shit on there. Like, well, if you go in there and find,
You were asking like you were.
if you go in there, you find something that you want for like under like $10, and if it will actually make you happy to have it, I'll buy it. I won't be happy to do it because I don't like spending money. But if it's something you look at, it's like, I actually want this. Like, this is something I'll like use. Because I bought like a pack of bracelets one year, and I gave Nate one, I gave LC one, and I kept one. I don't know if either of them will ever see this, but it'll be the last time I buy either of them anything. Why is that? I didn't get a thank you from either of them. That's why. So no. I was like, because I think I gave Nate one that just said, after it said areolas. That's exactly what you should give Nate. Like, that's exactly what Nate wants, is a bracelet that says areolas. I was like, I think I just gave LC the one that just said like Tech 9, because it was like, and I'm like, our part of me is like, I bet you neither of them know where they are. And it's like, meanwhile, the one I bought that says.
That's a weird thing for that to say.
Shut up, fucking. Shut up, fucking.
Shut up, fucking.
Shut up, fucking. It's like a motherfucking it's like a motherfucking Anyway, mine says Live Strange. Mine just says Live Strange, and I don't take it off. What do you mean you don't take it off? I don't take it off. I took it off for the first time the other day, like to take a shower, because like it's been chafing my wrist. It's like, ew, that's gross. It's made out of silicone. It's like, there's nothing, like, this is like the perfect thing to wear when, like, all the time. Like, I can wash it every time I wash my hands. Like, it can't get dirty. It literally can't get dirty. If I take a shower, like, I am, like, putting soap and everything all over this goddamn thing. Like, it's perfect, right? Like, that's, to me, it's like, and I have 3 of them on. I have 3 silicone bracelets that I wear. And I couldn't wear this when I first got it because it was too small. I had to like wrap it around something like bigger than my hand for like a year and a half before I could wear it, because I'm fat and my hands like titties.
If you do end up making it to the wedding, do you have like a suit?
Nigga, no, none of us are wearing suits for the same thing. Oh, I thought you knew that, because me and Jay both agreed we were not like dressing up for the wedding. So it was like, we'll watch from outside. Well, it's gonna be outside. We'll hang out like Shrek and Donkey and just watch out.
What do you mean y'all ain't dressed up?
We're gonna be in the back like, who the fuck is them niggas? Hey, yeah, we about to play. We're gonna act a full ass. Like, we're gonna be at the reception. I don't drink, but I'm getting drunk. Like, I'm putting my finger in somebody's ass crack. That's all I know. Like, do we have a suit? Fuck no, I don't have a suit. I don't even have dress pants. What are you talking about? I've worn jeans to the last 2 funerals I've gone to.
Do you at least have a nice shirt?
I have shirts that I think are nice.
I'll fault you, man.
I like how I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and you can take this however you want to. You and Bree can take this however you want to. You and the people who like are gonna run this wedding can take this however you want to. But my grandmother and my grandfather both died, and I went to their fucking funerals. I wore black jeans. Do not think I'm gonna give y'all more respect than I gave the fucking people who raised me. Like, and I mean that from the bottom of my nuts. Like I shit you not. I wore black. It was the same pair of black jeans because I don't wear them. Like any other time, like no, I never wear them. Like I wore the same pair of black jeans to both funerals. Fuck no. It's loading though. I can't
Yeah.
hear the music because I have the I have it like I can't tell you if it's broken or not.
At least
Don't be worried about it now. Because there's a good chance we won't go. Because like they could go and I might not show up because if I'm not financially in a position where I can go, or if I'm not like in a position where I'm comfortable being around that many people, I'm just not gonna go. Like I'm not gonna like, and don't get it twisted. I might come and still not go to the wedding. Like I wouldn't go to the actual wedding. Let's be fair, I don't fucking care about weddings. Like I didn't go to the actual wedding, but like we hung out afterwards. Like, oh, there it is. Because Jake would be like, we ain't gonna be able to talk to him the whole time we there. Cause he's gonna be like doing wedding shit. And it's like, yeah.
Y'all, see, that's why y'all got me fucked up.
No. That's where you
Once
got
that
me fucked up.
Once that ceremony's done, nigga, I'm going ghost.
I can't do anything.
What happened, bro?
She like if I stay there.
Well, there's no one here.
Pierce is here.
Golly. Can I open this door? I bet you I
I
can't.
can't.
Open this door.
I can talk
No.
to Pierce.
Me and my niggas getting a bottle of Hennessy.
You mean you and Patch? Because me and Jay don't drink. So I'm gonna get the. I'm gonna tell Logan how much he hated him. I'm like, oh, so you're Logan? Yeah, he hates you. What? Yeah, he told us all about you. He can't stand your ass. Well, I thought he was gonna be a whole asshole the way Jamal talk about your ass. I thought he wasn't gonna be shit.
I don't hate Logan.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm gonna tell him. Jamal, he talks so much shit about you.
The lights.
Close it
there.
and reload it.
Okay. Oh, I can't
You
open
ain't
the
got a lot
pause
of
menu.
options.
It's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Well, you ain't the only one. This game is so janky. I'm joking, Jamal. Jesus Christ. I can't talk to Chris. And I can't. Oh, I can fuck him, but I can't talk to him.
What?
The subtitles and everything are completely gone.
What is
Oh,
this
that's the
game?
shit, man. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
Oh, shut up. Well, maybe me having sex with, I almost said Logan. I am so sorry. Maybe me having sex with Pierce will reset my game. The answer is no, it didn't. I just have a vagina full of semen for nothing.
The whole day is ruined.
That's what you call a callback. I
bet
need you.
When the app patching
Well, I guess
video
this is
that I
where the
posted.
first stream is ending because I'm gonna have to just force close the game.
Yeah, I can have. Nope. Oh, and I was gonna say. I was gonna